Hey there friends, how's it going? My name's Popeye, and we got some more Trails to Azure for you. Last time we had just come back from bringing Randy back home and finding out the entire city was under attack by a Red Constellation and on fire, and a bunch of places have just been completely demolished, including the Hayu building, the IBC, which we tried to stop, but it exploded into smithereens. And now it's 1 week later, and we're helping rebuild the city and helping the people out there. Hello, Samuses. It was on fire. If it's still on fire, that's probably a worry, because it's been burning for a week at that point. And yes, I knew this would be best song, so I stood here in the plaza for you, even though I think I could have stood probably anywhere in the city. I don't know why I associate this song with the plaza. Oh, I've made us into doubles. Made us into a little, like, tornado. Alright. Yeah, so we did some monster exterminations. We helped downtown charity. Now we're gonna help someone find their father who they just couldn't find like 20 years ago. Restaurant at East Street. And then we gotta go to the hospital, because Noelle is leaving us and Fran is in hospital after the attack. This something. No, not you. You? You're in one of these rooms. Look, Armand, he's fast asleep. Sure is, Ellie. The boy is sleeping like the angel he is. And again, his mother's one too, so I'm hardly surprised. Oh, Armand. Sorry for interrupting. Do you happen to be Armand? Yeah, we're here for your request. Having so much on your shoulders ever since you gave birth to our baby makes me feel awful not being able to do more for our family. Armin, you said you wouldn't say things like that anymore. Remember the promise we made the first time we held them together? No matter what happens, get through this together. You mean our precious baby boy, how could I ever forget? It's hard to get a word in with these two lovebirds, as if they're off in their own little world. Could you tell us more about your request? Like to search for a certain someone. Oh, the lovebirds, sure. Armand and Armin. Okay. Okay. So, you're separated from your father at a young age. Family and I currently live in Liberal. As a child, I lived in Crossbell. After my parents were divorced, I went to live with my grandparents on my mother's side. Thought for sure I'd never see my father again. You see, Armin and I recently had our first child. That happened. Armin said he wanted his father to meet his new grandchild. That's quite a story. We've had problems with my mother, but to me he'll always be my one and only father. I want to show him the family we built together. Packed our bags and let my mother know we're going to Crossbell. However, let me guess, you don't have any leads on where your old man is these days. Exactly. Thought he owned an estate in the residential district, but he's disappeared without a trace. I asked my mother about it, and she hasn't heard a word from him since the divorce. Can you tell us something about him, maybe? So if it's not potatoes, what are you sowing? He moved to the downtown district after being hospitalized. Feel like you're a bit late to the season for that. Okay, residential and downtown districts. We don't even have a physical description. I don't know what you can ask Ellie for Here we go. Name and profession. Good start. His name is Gable. He was a member of the Diet. I mean, you know him? Guess we ran into him a couple of months ago. In that case, you start by visiting Lotus Heights downtown and see what we can learn. Oh, this was... this was the guy who ended up renting that place because he had done some not great things. Only 4 days late according to Farming Sim. Okay. So let's go see if he's still in that apartment in the downtown district. Because that one did not get leveled. This one? No. No. It was the first one. Mr. Gable, you home? What's going on over here? Back on business, I take it. Morning, Tance. We'll know where our favorite former Diet members run off to. Haven't seen him in about a week. Why, is he in some kind of trouble? No. I mean, the boy came all the way from the Liberal to look for him? How about that? Gable's one lucky father. Have you met Armin before? Or did he and his wife drop by the apartment last week and had ourselves a chat? Since Gable had already run off by that time, he didn't bother telling me where he was headed, and I didn't think to ask. Damn it, face first into a dead end. Now, just hold on a moment. Somebody knows what happened. And it lives over on West Street. He helped Gable out when he was still a member of the Diet. Even after Gable moved in, he stopped by to check on him all the time. Lives in Villa something. That's the name of his apartment. Okay, I mean, there's only 2 apartments in all of West Street that we can access. I'm guessing it's the one... Not that one. I'm guessing it's this one. Yes, and it's got Villa Raisins. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's the name Gable ringing bells. It was an old protege of mine back when we were in the Diet. Request for you, did they? Well, Gable visited me just the other day, asked for the best place to lay low in Crossbell. Numbskull, who does he think he's running away from? His son's lovely new family? Only assume that means you know of his whereabouts. What's the guy hiding anyhow? It doesn't make a lick of sense. Seriously, they just want to see their baby boy. Far be it from me to speak on his behalf, but I'll stay out of this one. You should be over in America Village. Find him somewhere there. Ask him yourself why he's being such a big chicken. Okay. America. This is just a wild goose chase. Well, to the car. Curious if I could like clip into the fishing from this side. Okay, what's suspicious? Okay. We're not even gonna ask them if they've seen a guy. We're just gonna start walking into random houses. I mean, the guy needs a room, right? So let's go talk to the inn. Bingo. There's someone named Gable staying here. Stop by to grab a bite to eat every so often. He's renting a room? Nope, he's never checked in with us, at least not as far as I remember. They just like their food enough to keep making trips out from the city. I wouldn't be so sure, bud. Something else is going on here. Is a relative in the village he's staying with? If that were the case, our men would have already known to come here. Is he camping somewhere? I can only think of one building where, assuming he's inside the city limits. I swear the shit wasn't locked last time we were here. It's totally someone in there. Well, isn't that suspicious? To speak with Chief Tolta. I like that the bees don't kill us, that's nice. Hey old man, let us into your shed. There happened to be someone staying in your shed? The man suddenly came by and asked if he had lodged there. His name was Gable. Wait, why the shed of all places? Well, naturally, I offered to arrange a room with the informant. He said he wanted the most inconspicuous place possible. Is he an accessory to a crime or something? He's a former Diet member and faked to stay in the hospital to avoid punishment for tax evasion. Not to worry though, his request isn't related to his dubious history with money. Is it alright for us to speak with him? I aren't sure why he's been ignoring or avoiding his kids since I started looking for him. Alright. There are people here who want to speak to you. Tell them to leave, please. I don't want to speak to anyone right now. It's the police. That's so much better for him. I mean to alarm you. Here are a request received from your son. No intention of bringing you up by force, nor do we have the authority to. This upon it will walk away empty-handed and explain to them, but before that, will you at least hear us out? Let's unlock the door. Let's head inside and use force. Congratulations, I found your man. His son and his wife have been looking for me. Save your breath, I won't meet with them no matter what you say. Why are you so stubborn about this? It should be obvious. His son despises me. Think he despises you? Care to elaborate? I was involved in all manner of corruption as part of the Diet. That is power Mira were my sole motivations. In them I turned my back on my family. The wife wasn't pleased, and she busied herself with raising arms to distract from her discontent. I slipped deeper into my licentious ways until one day I did something no married man with a child should ever do. My wife was out, I invited my mistress in. Damn, no wonder the two of you split up. Didn't take long for my wife to find out. She left me and took Armin back with her to Liberal. I don't know what they've been through since then, but I'm sure the divorce has caused them both much pain. I, on the other hand, was actually reinvigorated when all was said and done. The day I signed the divorce papers, I invited another woman to come fill the empty space in my estate. You damn skeezy one. You couldn't keep it in your pants. Much the same way you can't keep your mouth shut, Randy. What are pickled potatoes? Son has every right to hate me. Off I swore loyalty to a former Speaker of the Diet, Hartman. See, all of those, well, I don't like pickles because I don't like cucumbers, but like pickled onions, cabbage, and like turnip, like all that I like. Truth is, I should be behind bars just like he is. So he would have it all. I lost my seat in the Diet. For all the despicable things I've done, how could I ever look at my son again? He's paused what I have to say after all that. Don't condone what you put your wife and son through. Especially don't approve of all the ways you've abused your position in the Diet. Based on everything we've heard, there's no denying that you regret your actions. Come to terms with your mistakes. Anyone would be able to see that you've paid your dues. Such there's no reason to use your guilt as an excuse to avoid your family. But the impression I got, Armin doesn't resent you in the slightest. I met with him and his wife Ellie, and they request us to help find you. They're a loving family. You can see it in their smiles. What Armin said back when we accepted the request, I'll show him the happy family we've built together. Him, his beloved, and your newborn grandchild. You're so sweet that my teeth were starting to hurt. He really hates you. Couldn't see it past all the sappiness. Poker face is half as good as mine. Maybe it's an act. Maybe he's waiting till you're alone to take you out. I will take you out if you speak another word. Listen, Gable, the point is your son grew up to be a pretty stand-up guy. Take our word for it. How about it, Mr. Gable? Do you find it and need to see your family? Fine. How could I not after everything you just said? Really? I'm done lying. Bring him here before I change my mind. My father's in a shed? Yes, he's in there. I spoke to him and he promised to meet you both. Thank you. I mentioned why I'd be hiding in a place like this, but we're in your debt. It's wonderful. I'm finally going to meet my father-in-law. I have to apologize for not inviting him to our wedding. There's the sappiness again. Get in the shed. It's been 15 years since they've seen each other. It's my heart good to know that my son's found a fine young lady like yourself. It's our son. And say hello to Grandpa.
Thanks.
Say, Armin, I've given you and your mother more grief than could ever be forgiven. I'm not sure what you mean, but importantly, look at this, Father. Armin's eyes shine purer. Just like Ellie's, as clear and beautiful as the midday sky. Father, what's wrong? Maybe he's not feeling well. No, I'm fine. Truly, I am. He needs some time to think before he heads home. Alright, so they're just going to keep in contact and find a way to stay in contact. Alright, so that's done. Okay, was that the last? Yes.
Yoし、行くか。よし、どこに行こうか
Take the
な。
car back.
さあ、
We'll
行くぞ。
report those quests.
よし、
And
着いたぞ。
I guess we go off to the hospital. Oh, we got promoted. We're at 5th class. I think means we're getting close to the actual amount of points we can get. Okay. Then to the hospital.
よし、行くか。どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。到着だ。
やっぱり普段よりもお見舞い客が多そうですね。ええ、重傷を負った人が市内だけでも大勢いるから。
ドノバン警部やイリアさんも入院してるんだよな。
はい、2人ともまだ昏睡状態のままだそうです。ドノバン警部はフランたちをかばったらしくて、フランの回復が早かったのも警部のおかげだと思います。
そっか。
豪快なおっさんだったが大したもんだよな。できればイリアさんともども様子を見舞えるといいんだが。
そうね、シュリちゃんが今日は来ているみたいだけど。
それで妹さんの病室はどこだい？
ああ、うん、301だけど、その前に受付に一言言った方がいいかもしれません。
Third floor after we check into
行ってみよ
reception.
う。セシル姉も相当忙しくしてるんだろうな。
If we see Cecile, we talk to her as well. I feel like we bought that one already. I will quickly go back
どう
and
します
check.
か？どこに行きますか？お安いご用です。
So let's see. Is there a
お待たせしました。
palm cushion? Yeah, this thing. Okay, we did get that already. See ya, kid. We're just intruding on your room to see what gifts we bought you because we forgot.
あ、乗りますか？どこに行きますか？お安いご用です。お待たせしました。
Is that a fishing
こ
spot?
こなら釣れそう。
I don't know if we fished here. We're gonna fish with everything.
それ。ま、こんなもんかな。
Don't think we've caught a turtle before. That's new.
まずまずかな。それ。
Be out of row after this. Or not, because nothing ate it.
それ。それ。まずまずかな。
The turtle.
それ。 こんなもんか
Get
な。
another turtle.
それ。まずまずかな。
Haruku. That's a new. After this, we should go back to the former Fisherman's Guild and see if there's
あら、
can
ノ
take
エル
any
さ
new
ん。それに支援家の皆
competitors
さ
on.
ん。フランさんのお見舞いにいらっしゃったんですか？
はい今
でもよかったですね。
はい行きましょう。
ああ、
失礼します。
Seal isn't like in the back room. No, okay. We should stop in at Shizuku at the same time. Oh.
失礼します。
お姉ちゃん
あら、みんな。
セシルね、ここにいたんだ。
すみません今大丈夫でしょうか？
大丈夫よ。点滴を交換しただけだから。
I love how we all crowd her on the bed except for her sister. We kicked her sister out way behind us.
わざわざお見舞いに来てくれたんですか？
ああ、ノエルから意識が戻ったって聞いてね。
思ったよりも元気そうで安心したわ。
そうだね。顔色も良さそうじゃない？
元気も元気。もう大丈夫ですよ。2、3日で一般病室にも移れるみたいですし、そうしたら退院まですぐですから。
ダメだよフラン、体力も落ちてるんだからしばらく安静にしてないと。
私なんて軽い方だよ。私をかばってくれたドノバン警部なんて。フランス
フランちゃんが気に病む必要はね。悪いのはあの連中。赤いせい。
はい。でも皆さんのサポートとかバックアップもありますし、頑張って回復しないと。
大丈夫、安心してくれ。フランの声が聞けないのは寂しいけど、なんとか報告処理はできるみたいだし。
今は回復に専念して元気いっぱいになってちょうだい。そうしたら私たちも遠慮なくあなたに頼れるから。はい、ありがとうございます。そういえばお姉ちゃん、警備隊の方に戻っちゃうんだって？
母さんから聞いたんだ。いろいろ考えたんだけど、フランのサポートが受けられなくなるのはちょっと寂しいかな。
ちょっとだなんて白状なんだから。大体お姉ちゃんは。
フラン？
大丈夫。点滴の薬が効いてきただけだから、お話はこのくらいにして寝ちゃった方がいいわね。大丈夫ですよ。せっかくロイドさんたちが来てくれたんで。それに警備隊に戻る前にお姉ちゃんには必勝法を。
何を言ってるんだか。皆さんすみません、寝かせちゃっていいですか？
もちろん。フラン、また来るよ。
ゆっくり休ん体力が戻ったらケーキでも差し入れに来ますので。
He never bakes us a cake.
楽しみにしてるね。
やっぱり相当体力は落ちてるみたいだね。
手術の時にかなりの輸血をしたから。でもあとは良くなるだけよ。大丈夫、すぐに元気になるわ。
はい。
一旦外に出ようか。そういえば、やっぱりドノバン警備やイリアさんは。
一応ね。でもあなたたちは両方とも関係者みたいなものだし、私が付き添うから。いいんですか？それはありがたいです。
セシルさん、お願い。
すぐそこの302号室が ドノバンさんの病室になるわ。イリアは303。
わかった。
レイモンドさん。
セシルさん、レイモンドさん。
看病にいらしてたんですね。
たまたま警部の奥さんの代わりにね。警部が目を覚ましたら何油売ってやがるって怒鳴られちゃいそうだけど。
そうか。
いかにも。
その装置、ひょっとして人工呼吸器かい？
うん、呼吸器系にかなりのダメージを受けたみたいでね。なんとか意識が戻ってくれれば回復も早まると思うんだけど。警部はさ、爆発の時僕とフランちゃんをかばってくれたんだ。
There's apparently pickled potatoes.
あの大変な時オロオロしてるだけだった不甲斐ない僕なんかを。
Still not quite clear how they taste.
しかもフランちゃんは手術までする大怪我だったのに、僕はかすり傷くらいで自分の運の良さとずうずうしさが情けな
Now,
く
were you
な
trying to
る。
comprehend the starch mixed with the vinegar?
レイモンドさん。
Wait, you not have the pickled potatoes, Samuses? Do you only imagine what they taste like?
あんたのせいじゃねえだろ。
レイモンドさん、今は容体も安定していますし、少しは休まないと。持ちま。
でももうちょっとしたら警部の奥さんが来るので。
どうかお大事に。またお見舞いに来ます。
うん、警部も喜ぶと思うよ。
Yes, I did do it. Oh, this is where Sully's been.
シュリ。
I've also forgotten the context. At best, I can give you the date and the game. I looked that up. I'm not sure if that would help.
イリアさん。
静かで綺麗な寝顔だろう。いつもグースか豪快に寝乱れているくせに。
Oh, More Lovely in the Paper Mario game is like the hint person, so you can go and pay her to like be like, where's the next like key item or badge or whatever, and she'll give you a hint.
イリア・プラティエらしくなさすぎるっての。
容体の方は？
全身の骨折と。
So she's like the fortune teller, so she's the 8-ball.
手術の方は成功したけど、まだ昏睡状態が続いていて、今は生命維持装置に頼らざるを得ない状況ね。
そこまで。
Full spinal fracture.
くそ。
意識を取り戻しても復帰は絶望的だってさ。信じられるか。あのイリアさんがステージに二度と立てないんだぞ。それも俺なんかをかばった。そんなのって何？
シュリ。
Why don't you pickle them?
大
I
丈
thought
夫。
that was the whole point of today.
きっとイリアのことは私が一番よく知っているわ。どんな逆境でも決して諦めないで。それが イリア・プラティエよ。
俺もそうでなきゃあんな常識外れのステージなんて生み出せるはずがないと思うし。
そうね、イリアさんの貪欲さがあって初めて実現できる空間だと思う。
そこにステージがある限り、きっとイリアさんは戻ってくる。不思議とそう思えてしまいます。
だな。今はエイドスとイリアさんを信じて自分にできることをやっときな。
今日はともかく舞台の練習は欠かさない方がいいんじゃない？その方が彼女もつられて起きてきそうだし。
楽しそうなステージにつられて絶対に目を
We're
覚ま
not
すから。
bringing back that cow.
あんがとう。ちょっと元気出てきた。そうだよな、俺たちがしっかりしないとリーシャ姉もいなくなっちゃったんだし。なあ、あんたらできればリーシャ姉のこと見つけてあげてくれないか。どんな事情があったとしてもリーシャ姉はリーシャ姉だから。それにリーシャ姉が戻ってくれば
Dang it.
イリアさんも元気になると思うんだ。
わかった。特務支援課の名にかけて必ず見つけ出してみせるよ。
みんなこれでシュリちゃんも元気を取り戻せると思うわ。私も少し勇気づけられちゃった。
セシルね。
やっぱり相当深刻な容体なんですね。正直安心はできないわ。
Milkgate?
それでもやっぱ
Sounds like a political scandal now.
私はそれに信じる人が多ければ多いほど。
そうっすね。
確かにそれがイリアさんかもしれません。
しかしそうなると鍵はやっぱりリーシャか。ロイド、見つけられるのかい？
正直わからない。本気で身を隠したんだったら見つけるのはかなり困難だろう。
Was it really? I know it was a long time
そ
ago.
うですね。行方不明のヘイユへ同様、自治州にいるのかいないのかもはっきりしませんし。
カルバード方面に戻っちまった可能性もあるしな。
I mean, time also flies when you jump into like 20 years into the future into a post-apocalyptic world where all your friends are dead.
だが首里蔵にあんな風に頼まれちまったら諦めるわけにもいかねえよな。
ああ、
ヘイユへの行方と合わせて気を配った方がいいわね。
私も動力ネット方面を常にチェックしておきます。
本当にありがとう。私はナースステーションに戻るけど、ロイドたちはどうするの？
ああ、仕事も残っているしそろそろおいとまするよ。
Finish all our
案
work,
内していただい
Lloyd.
てありがとうございました。こちらこそ大変な状況だけど、お互い頑張りましょう。ただし無理はしすぎないでね。
了解っす。
お疲れ様でした。
本当にここが踏ん張りどころだな。
ええ、そうね。心と体を傷つけられた人たちに笑顔を取り戻してもらうためにも。
Okay. No worries. We found Shizuku. Yeah, we came to see Fran, Ilya, the police inspectors. Is that the first time we've seen Shizuku's eyes? It might be. Because she did have the surgery in her eyes, it just hasn't given her her sight back. No, if we were attacking the bearded bee, is that the first time we've seen your chin? Arios has been too busy, that makes sense. He has called though, so that's nice. Okay, I guess that's all we can do. The sheets are very shimmery.
Hi, 特務支援課。
ああ、いたいた。今どこに？
あのな、ウルスラ病院だけど。
あんたら、確か今日から支援業務に戻ってんだろ？ちょっと僕の。
いや、だから勝手に警察、それにこっちだって忙しいのは忙しい。
ふふん。この前行方不明の遊撃士仮。
仕方ない。何でもは引き受けられないけど、どこまで行けばいいんだ？
だったら、港湾区にある東大の前まで来てくれよ。そこで
東大？
ふふん。来てのお楽しみ。そんじゃ。
あ、
またヨナが勝手なことを言い。
いや。
はあ？
港湾区の東大というと、
確かにリンさんたちの調査も話を聞いた一区切りつい。
あ
あ、まあこっち多少待たせてもも。
Okay. So we are gonna make him wait because we're gonna go and check on the fishing guild stuff.
さあ、行くぞ。よし、着いたぞ。
Sharkman Pond at Ursula Road. That's the one we couldn't beat. We could only tie. Dang it. $29 unique fish. Longer than 130 reg. Okay. So we haven't caught 26 types. We caught something longer than 130. The eel, maybe? Oh, we have a catfish. Okay. Was that you? Okay, we can challenge her. I don't think we've done anything worth refighting the other guy. She's off on Old America Road, but let's go to the boathouse first. Maybe there's some new stuff there. It's from a new chapter. A cookbook at the back? Smooth almond jelly. They're fishing at the back here. No. Oh yeah, gotta leave our car here. And double back.
バックを取られた。気をつけろ。
分かった。
ない。
甘いっての。
Do you guys really want to fight us?
俺の
任せてくれ。
Probably shouldn't
そ
have.
の程度じゃ俺たちは止められない。
さあ始めましょうか。
行くぞ。
任せて。はいよかった。
Okay, she's like somewhere up here on the right. At the rest stop, I believe. You're right. Yes. Okay. 3 rounds. Greatest sum total in length. So this will be about knowing what rod and bait to use. Start with this and hope we can catch something with it. That's pretty good. What's stopping us from just catching the same thing over and over again? Because I don't think we're gonna beat that, really. Yeah? We're gonna just go back and do the same one. This would suck to lose, so I have to go catch more carp. So we're ahead by like 30. As long as we catch something reasonable here, we're good. Need like 85 reg or longer. Crushed. Okay, we've taken in our first of the Fishing Elite 4. So now we can fish at this spot. Maybe this will be enough to get us those other different fish types. Also, I guess if you're 100%ing this, she just gave us a unique item. You need to beat this whole fishing thing if you're 100%ing.
Yes! Get to that!
We are not 100%ing though.
Yes! Get to that!
Getting more fishing rods would be nice.
こんなもんかな。それ。それ。
Stop eating my dumplings.
まずまずかな。
Yeah, now I don't have any carbs. Okay.
始めましょう。
よし。で悪いな。先に行かせてもらうよ。
There's probably some equipment. Dang, I'm glad you didn't mess up my whole fishing duel, because if someone had redeemed like Konami code or mash A, they could have messed up the fishing timing and we could have lost that duel. And that meant I would have had to go out and buy more carp or find more carp.
ここは俺たちのターンだ。俺の番だな。で
私の番そこです。
さてと。
そこだ。
It's just Animal Crossing. When you see the exclamation mark, you hit X or
驚
A.
きやがれってな。
Level 100. No, thank you. Okay, let's go tell. Does it matter that we've beaten one of them? No, no one cares. Okay, you guys keep living in your shack. I'm taking my nice fancy car back.
どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。到着だ。
Oh, not the bracers. The fishers. Thank you for the hydrate. Looking to see if they'd say anything that we'd beaten one of his Elite Four, but no one seems to care. Let's see what this thing we got was. Art, attack, and defense, but reduces accuracy. Alright, let's go, Oh, can we buy the noodles again? Your cart was on fire. Those noodles are pretty expensive. Okay, to the lighthouse.
よう待ってたぜ。そんじゃとっとと行くとしようぜ。
ちょっと待て。いきなりわけわかんないぞ。
ったく相変わらずマイペースな小僧だな。
とそっか、ちゃんと話してなかったな。いやー、実はさ、ジオフロントの端末室まで僕を連れてってほしいんだよ。
ジオフロントの端末室って。
前に爆破された。
あれはジオフロントのビーク。連れてってほしいのは C 区画にあるいやー、他の制御端末だとあんま自由が利かないんだよな。
ような、また懲りもせず。
動力ネット基本法はすでに執行されているんだし、さすがに違法占拠を手伝うわけにはいかないわよ。
っていうか、話を聞いた時点で止めざるを得ないんだが。
一応は違法じゃないんだって。僕の今の立場は財団のエンジニアなんだから、ジオフロントの制御端末の管理資格も持ってるんだっての。
ティオ、
管理資格は本当ですが、 それでもグレーな感じですね。動力ネット基本法ももう少し整備されるべきかと。
さすがにちょいと微妙じゃねえか。
そうですね。グレーゾーンの行為を手伝うわけにも。
ああ、もう頭固すぎだっての。結社だったか。あの変な連中が動力ネットにもいろいろし、今も何かされてない保証がどこにあるんだっつうの。
それは確かにそれは。
おっさんも気にはしてたけど忙しくて手が回ってねえし。
Name of the lighthouse? This is Frederick.
動きやすい僕がわざわざ援護射撃してやろうってんじゃん。感謝されこそすれ、渋られるのはおかしくね。
たく口だけは達者な小僧だな。
でも確かに気になるといえば気になります。あの道化師の少年、財団を超えるネットワーク技術を確かに持っているようでしたから。
分かった。ただし明らかに違法なハッキングは控えてもらうぞ。それと地下で何日も過ごさないで部屋のベッドで寝ること、それが条件だ。
おいおい、勘弁してくれよ。なんでこの天才ヨナ様がそんな
ジロ
そういうのはロイドは厳しいものね。
まあそのくらいの条件は飲んだ方が無難かと。
ああ、もう分かったよ。その条件でいいからと制限ガチガチのオルキスタワーの端末なんてもう耐えられないんだってば。
ま、本音はそんなとこか。
やっぱり少し不健全だな。
うっせえな。それで C 区画だけど他のジオフロント区画と
そう。
降りるって。
He's like standing right in front of it.
ああ、 C 区画の入り口はこの灯台。知らなかった。
こんなところに。
やれやれ。
I thought this was how the moon cannon and Thousand Year Door starts.
よし、そんじゃとっとと入るとしようぜ。
So it's now Frederick the Moon Cannon as well. Oh, cool, we can kill him. We'll lose, but we can kill him. Oh, look at this wonderful pit of lava that we can push this child into.
これはまたすごい場所だな。
データベースによると熱処理プラントやゴミ焼却場を併設したエリアみたいですね。ルピナス川から水を引き込むことでプラントの冷却処理をしつつ都市全域に蒸気を排気をするセントラルヒーティングもいずれは可能になるらしいです。あくまで当初の予定では。
なんつうかつくづく箱だけはすげえ。
I love the keep out sign. You got this far. I don't think that's stopping anyone.
ちゃんと生かされているとは言い難いみたいだし。
しかしここ通商会議の時ダドリーたちが共和国のテロリストたちを追跡した場所じゃなかったっけ。
そういえば
確か兵友に先を越されてしまったんですよね。なんだか随分昔のことのように思えますけど、まだ2ヶ月くらいしか経っていないのにね。
ああ、もう干渉に浸るのは後回しにしろっつうの。暑いしムシムシするし、これだからリアルは嫌なんだ。これで端末室の冷房が壊れてたらマジ勘弁だぞ。
お前な。
そんなに文句があるなら引き返しましょうか。
嘘文句な
See,
んて
she
ないっ
was
て
my
の。
side. She wants to leave the kid here too.
第4制御端末はエリアの一番奥にあるはずだ。とっとと抜けて涼しい風に当たろうぜ。
たく
Can we go down? Oh, that was just a treasure chest. Read all about the raid in the Chessbell Times, but I like to keep a chest of the news. Here, I saw the stairs and thought it was like actually going down to something important. Yeah, let's just build the staircase right on top of this, like, river of lava, like...
みんなチャンスよ。
よし
私のそこ。よかった。
So the deepest part. "37 of 61. Genevieve's eyes grew wide. He knew her name. All the names that had come from his mouth that left her own hanging open. But she had to say something. She spoke firmly. How did you know?" What was that I got? Okay. High defense. Give that to Lloyd. What was the point of this area? Was it to access this fan? Is that... I don't understand the architecture of this place. Oh, look. You can fight just like a literal puddle of lava. It's a flame gummy. It's cinnamon flavor. Oh, if you knock him unconscious, the flame goes out. Yes, I just shot fire. Also this giant bug fly. Giant fly.
俺の番だって
行くぜ。
はい、そこです。
俺の番だ。ぜー。よし、この調子で行くぞ。
Alright. So there's a Mishy plush that Randy accidentally gave to Zide as a chew toy. He quickly shuts the lid before Tio can see it. I think we got another... This right, the stellar faint sleep confuse. We'll replace this. It's just a straight upgrade on that one. Prevent ailment, just a straight upgrade of prevent everything. We can just like reach out and touch the lava.
Chanceだ。みんな大丈夫か？
There, I shot the lava again.
速攻で蹴りをつける。おっしゃ。
任せて。みんな怪我はない？
The lava had cooling spray.
敵接近。狙い撃つわ。
俺の番だって。そこだ。
任せろ。
私の番です。そこです。
任せろ。
よし。
Dang, John's almost dead.
任せて。
私の番で
I
す。
think he heals after every battle.
おととい来やがれってな。
Right? Because he's not like in our party. No, so I think he just heals. Yeah, he does. Okay.
任せろ。
行きます。
I actually have to heal this kid.
ドライブ開始。や。
It's on fire.
じゃあそう来て
俺の番だな。
私の番。
てこはっ
さてはいそこです。ステータスオールグリーンです。
Alright, what's over here? Treasure. Reading this message adds 5 bonding points to one of the characters, but we're not going to tell you which one.
しかし相変わらず変なマシンが動く。
火を吹いたりしてさすがに危険じゃないかしら。
どうやら結社の人形兵器ではなさそうです。
そりゃB 区画の掃除マシンは僕が暴走さこの区画に入ったのは
怪しいな。
別に怒ったりし
だから
そういえばこの場所はオルキスト、そっちから行くっていう選択。
ああ例のテロリそっちからだと第4制御端末もめちゃめちゃ近いみたいだから
確かに
ま第4制御端末の近くにはそれを起動させたらこの
まったく。
What was down here? Again, I saw stairs and thought something hidden down here. No. What's up here? Oh, we could have just hopped this tiny little fence. It's like, also, how are these people getting to this building? It has no door there. It has no doors on any side. "38 out of 61. I forbid it." Cyril responded with equal firmness. "You're my wife. Not to fritter away your hours with some other woman under my nose." So what are these trees? Oh. I can just walk through them because they didn't implement any collision on the trunk. They were so lazy at making these trees that they just put a texture here and didn't put any collision. That's great. I think they're just like the two like flat textures doing the cross. But like you can kind of see at the top, but you can kind of see right through the middle. Yeah, they also just didn't really add a running animation for Iona. So when we're all running, especially at double speed, he looks really dumb. Alright, down we go. Okay, they didn't care about that.
みんなチャンスよ。
俺の番だ。
今だわ。みんな怪我はない？
Open the chest, find a scrap of paper with some writing on it. This pun is terrible. You groan as you close the lid. This seems like the right way, so we're gonna go the other way.
敵先生、気をつけてください。
俺の番だな。
私の番です。
So I don't know what nonsense this ambush is.
リカバーこれありがとう。
行くよ。
行きます。そっか。
Oh, he's dead. There we go. We killed him. He got sanitized. How the short-circuited itself to death exploded and still did damage to us. Oh, this one has lava. I believe it's Daddy Snackbeard. Think is yours. Or is it DSB? There is something there. Just can't remember exactly what it is. Okay, let me find what it is while Randy annihilates half the monsters for me. Alright, the game pauses when I'm not in. Oh, did I not copy it over since my computer died? Oh, I never made one. Haha, I guess you're lucky. I'll have to fix that after. Hello, Spice Center. How's it going? I believe you were playing Trail in the Sky Second Chapter earlier. I'm not sure if that was today or yesterday, but I think I saw you playing that amongst other things. Under the impression that this was the Geofronts C Hest sector. I believe there's been some kind of mistake. Thought I needed to heal people after that, but I guess not. I guess we've leveled. Scent. I don't think it's worth equipping. Can we walk on this? Yes, but we will all slowly burn. Yes. Yes. Also, the fire is coming over after us. Okay, we found the button to make less hot. I don't know if you thought it would be okay to have a hot floor. But I guess they were fired. Yona, I swear, don't get near the fire. Can you blind fire? You can blind fire. Why do the robots have like a little heart on the side of them? It comes back. It's got like a heart on the side of the donut. You have a particular chest voice you read all these in? The voice has got to come from your chest. Look at this thing. It's got little hearts on the side of them.
先生可能始めましょう。
みんな、
任せろ。
Oh no, I made Yona stronger. I shouldn't have made him stronger.
行きます。
Wind. Oh, okay, the force is the one thing you don't have.
俺の番だな。えいか。
行きます。任せて。そこ。
俺の番だな。
行くぞ。
俺の番だな。
任せて。そこ。
よし。
行くぜ。
行きます。任せて。
All crowd around the pinnacle to explode.
迎撃完了。みんな、先に進もう。
Now people need some healing. That should do.
よし、上げていこうぜ。
よし。避けるか。
任せろ。
はい。そこです。
行くぜ。
行くぞ。
行きます。
世話を焼けるな。
行くぜ。
But tactically let us kill that one. That was very nice.
そこです。
Wazi.
敵集団撃破しました。
Okay, I'm guessing this is the right way, so let's go this way.
よし、上げていこうぜ。
行くぞ。
はい。
行くぜ。甘いっての。
私の番ね。そこ。
行くぜ。
Guys, not go after the child, or to hit your
俺の
targets
番だな。
よっし
by
ゃ。
high evasion.
行くぞ。
そこです。任せて。
任せろ。これが実践の差ってやつかね。
39 of 61. It was an unusually cold thing for him to say, giving Genevieve pause when she cleared. As she so often did rather than shout, he revealed the answer to her question, eliciting a gasp from her. We got a lunar stone from that. A lunar pendulum. Poison, blind, burn. So you have poison. You got a freeze, petrify. That on you. People could do with a little bit of healing. I'm sure as soon as I do this, there will be a healing thing right in the next room, because it'll be just before a boss. 100%. Let's walk through here. Oh, not yet. We do have to disable that fire so we can get to the enemy chest.
任せてくれ。
行くぜ。100年早いっつの。
Inside the hot box was surprise lava. Oh, one of them's targeting Jonah directly. That's not good at all. One hit killed him. That's fantastic.
私の番です。
俺の番だな。
Okay, it's that one.
させるか。おっしゃ。
There we go.
ほらよ。
手こずってるかい。
はっ。行くぞ。
Dang, it wasn't that one.
デミガンのソリュータ
行くぜ。
ゼロ。
ほらよ。
お返しです。
Are you kidding? It's that one.
行くぜ。
Gotta do this. Oh, he's dead. It was always that one. Oh, are you kidding me? Dang it, Randy, you were supposed to kill them.
ほらよ。
さてと。 これはどう？
任せてくれ。
行くぜ。おっしゃ。
That back left one was targeting.
行くぞ。
はい。敵
There
集
we
団
go.
撃破しました。
The secret to that, ooh, juggler. In a bag of round breath fresheners in the chest, they're labeled Eptine Orb Minced Lemon flavor. Okay, who's gonna be their juggler? What does juggling do? Inflict random status ailments. Okay. I guess I hadn't thought of how this is gonna work with the green screen. Let's see. I hope this works well still. Right. We'll see how it works. We'll see if it... Still not high enough. Is it auto-zooming on me as well? Maybe that's part of it. No, it's not catching it super well. Oh, does it? Okay. It's hard for me to look and see at the same time. Yeah, I think I will turn this scene into just an actual background. Okay. As long as you are satisfied with what you are seeing. You know, besides the fact that I can't juggle. Also, as I was picking up that last one, I saw I can juggle my cat's toys. And this will have very light weight. It'll feel like it's floating to me. My cat's looking at me like, what are you doing? These ones probably don't show up as well, I'm guessing. So let's switch back to these ones. Mm. Yeah, that would make sense. One last, and then we'll figure out who to give the juggler to for real. There you go. There was your juggle. Juggling in a void, yes. Alright, where did I put my headset? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I guess that would work. We'll try that on Randy. He has a lot of big, like, AoE effects. My worry is that we're at the point where maybe most of the enemies are going to resist effects. And if that just doesn't... If they just resist everything, then Juggler actually makes no sense. Receive the chest pom-pom party. Okay, we can play this treasure chest. When we get back, we're going to beat that treasure chest. That not Tetris. That legally distinct Nintendo Don't Sue Us Tetris. Dang it, Yona. Come on, have you not seen anything here? Something's gonna jump down off the roof. Tetramino lines. Fall blocks. 4 cube.
まあまあ慣れていないとついていくだけでも大変だったでしょうし。そうね、私たちも最初は辛かったわね。特にヨナは昔の私以上の引きこもりですから、これでもまあまあ頑張った方ではないかと。
しかし若いうちはいいけど大きくなったら大変じゃない？君ただでさえピザとかスナック菓子が好きみたいだし。
The cube game, there we go.
よかったらヨナ、朝のジョギングに付き合うか？週1くらいでもいいからさ。
I'm trying to think of what the most troll answer to that question is. The PSP, the Sega Genesis.
ああ、もうほっとけっての。とにかく暑いんだから端末室に入って冷房を。
Whatever that one that had the presenter control that those 2 weird Zelda games came out on.
ヨナ、こっち。
Oh, this robot's like dancing. It's like.
こいつは。
How much of that is that the Switch has lots of backwards compatibility and like remastered or just like games that are on the eStore? Like is that new to the console games or is that just games in general? Because that statistic would totally make sense to me if it was all games in general. Because you're not going to remaster or like put games in the store that just sucked. Of course you're going to put the games that people loved. Dang it, Beardy, if it's doing robot penis stretches, does that mean it has two penises? And is this the robot based on that cow? Or is the cow based on this robot?
リュラク、下がっていて。
あ、わかった。
なんだこいつ。
まさか
ネットから僕たちのことをわざわざ特定したのか。
That is high enough, I guess.
とりあえずって。
機械のくせにアバウトすぎるっての。
とにかく迎撃しましょう。
Oh, it's got a new thing down there now.
気をつけろ。
了解です。行きます。
任せろ。
AI システム開放します。
俺の番だ。
行くぞ。
This is just the torso, by the way. It's like a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, and this guy is the torso.
みんな、
私の番ね。
I'll guess robots don't like water because rust and short circuiting. Wind. Okay, apparently wind is worse than water, but.
みんな、
俺の番だ。
さてと。
Tortilla has not gotten a turn.
エニグマ、はい、駆動。
If I remember correctly, wind's the one you don't have.
ドライブ開始。
俺の番だな。やっ、で。や。
行くぜ。
私の番ね。
I don't know. I don't like the fact that it's like grouping people together.
私の番です。
俺の番だな。
任せろ。
電磁ネット。
私の番ね。
This robot.
俺の番だな。
私の番です。
任せろ。
さてと。
俺の番だな。
今だわ。
Just for the sole purpose of stealing the
ありがとうございまし
crit.
た。さて、そこです。
行くぜ。
行くぞ。
おっしゃ。
行きます。
How come he doesn't get hurt by that explosion?
ドライブ開始。エニグ。
そこだ。任せてくれ。
How did that miss? Did he like hide in the gap under his robot penis? Like, I don't like that that's a sentence I just said as well.
リカバーしたいと思います。さてと。エニグ。
任せろ。
任せてくれ。
行きます。
おっしゃ。
よし。
I think it's quote add, not add quote. Think. Or just being really slow, which it sometimes does.
任せて
Seen
くれ
30 seconds added a second time.
行きます。リカバーモードこれで大丈夫です。
私の番ね。エニグマ
俺の番だ。
任せてくれ。
はい。エニグマコそれ。
俺の番だ。
俺の番だな。
私の番ね。いや
私の番です。エニグマコそれ。
ありがとう。
おっしゃ。
Maybe they're just tired the first time. Okay. Okay, I guess we're moving here.
よし。
行くぜ。
行きます。
よし。すまない。
俺の
みんな。
Didn't think it actually died from his fire. Oh, we did petrification. That's nice.
行きます。ドライブ開始。
さ
ありがとう。
俺の番だ。
俺の番だな。
はい。ドライブ開始。
行くぜ。
Steal the crit.
おととい来やがれってな。
Got seal 2.
今のマシンは
どう考えても不法投棄された機械というレベルじゃない。結社の関与の可能性が。ルバーチェの会長室を守っていた人形兵器と似た反応でした。
あの武者っぽいやつか。
Yes, it is gone.
なんかあれよりも高度なことをしてなかったか。
動力ネットにもアクセスしてたみたいだけど。
やっぱり結社が何かしているんでしょうか。ま、考えてもしょうがないんじゃね。それよりいい加減端末室で冷房に当たろうぜ。このヨナ様が連中の動きをいろいろさ。
お前のんきというか
肝が座っているのは確か。どうやら無線で動力ネットに接続する装置が詰まるノバルティスとかいう管理者名が記録に。
ノバルティス。
どうやら結社の中でも
マットっつうか
ひょっとしたら戯れに試作品を放ったのかもしれません。なんというかそういうのが大好きそうな性格みたいですか
ああ、確かにそんな感じだね。
見た目以上に危険人物なのは間違いなさそうですけど。まあでもあれ以上は放たれてないみたいだし、これで心置きなく引きこもれるってわけだな。いやー、タワー近くだから回線速度がめちゃ速な上に制限もほとんどないし、イエーイ、第4制御端末最高。
ノリノリだな。
やっぱり引きこもる気満々じゃねえか。
よな。主任には一応報告を入れるんですよ。あんまり勝手はしないように。
ああ、はい。あとは僕一人で大丈夫だからとっとと帰っちゃっていいぜ。おっと、 こんなところに新しいサーバーができてんじゃん。いやー、クロスベルのネット環境もなかなか充実してきたよな。
やれやれ、もう夢中みたいだね。
でも大丈夫そうですね。結社の動きはちょっと心配だけど。
ま、たまに様子を見に来ることにしよう。このまま引きこもり続けないかも。
ですね。
Yeah, Randy's line. He knows what's coming and he doesn't want to say anything.
そういえばヨナのやつ、出口に通じる直通リフト。
ええ、そちらの方ですね。どうやらこの場所はオルキスタワーの基部付近に位置して、そこから港湾区の灯台まで一直線にリフトが。
またあのクソ暑い中を通って帰るのはさすがに面倒だからな。
So, we're talking about taking an elevator up to the harbor district, and Randy asks, "Can I climb your butt to get whatever item you have?"
それにしてももう夕方くらいになるかな。
そうだね。それじゃあリフトを使って町に帰りましょうか。
ああ、そうだな。
But wait, it was there. Okay, it's not letting us heal. But I can wander here. Oh, is this actually it? No. Yeah, this is where it connects to Orcus Tower. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just split up, and I think we went down that way, so they went this way. Doesn't look like they destroyed much in this space, though. People we were chasing have destroyed, like, stairwells and stuff like that, so we wouldn't follow them. That's probably the elevator. What's here? Oh, this was just a shortcut back.
今夜は外食だし、仕事もここまでかしら。はい。
Oh, I can still see the fishing spot there. And then a landscape that looks like it's like Hyrule's Field from Ocarina of Time.
皆さん、いろいろとお世話になりました。短い間でしたけど、本当に勉強になりました。
ノエル、こちらのセリフだよ。
ちょうど3ヶ月くらいだったわね。私と一緒だったのは2ヶ月くらいですか。
なんつうか寂しくなっちまうよな。
私も名残惜しいです。それに結社や両兵団、幻獣とか青い花の問題も全然解決していないのに離れるのが申し訳なくって。
ノエル、
まあ立場は違ってもクロスベルを思う気持ちが同じならいいんじゃないって僕が言うとうさんくさいかもしれないけどさ。
ワジ君、
それに一段落ついたらまた戻ってくればいいじゃない。君一応将来を期待されてる身なんだよね。警備隊でドンパチやってるだけより確かに視野は広げられるし。
もう最後まで生意気なんだから。
ま、 確かにソーニャ司令もそのつもりでお前を出向させたんだろうしな。
ノエルさんさえよかったらぜひまた一緒に働きましょう。そうでなくても休日とか一緒に遊びに行ってもいいし。
私も車の運転とか教えてもらいたいです。年齢制限のせいで今回は襲われませんでしたし。
喜んで。
ありがとう。君の運転と戦闘技術と行動力には何度も助けられたけど、何よりもそのまっすぐなところにいつも勇気づけてもらったと思う。
ロイドさん、
離れてても俺たちは仲間だ。警備隊で困ったことがあったらぜひ俺たちを呼んでくれ。俺たちもノエルの助けが必要な時は遠慮なく頼らせてもらうから。
はい、喜んで。
さすがリーダー。
一瞬でいいところを持っていきましたね。
まったくもう
こりゃお嬢ももう少し頑張ら。
私は別に。
どうしたんだ。
すみません、別にそういうわけじゃ。
んそういうわけってどういうわけかね。
そういう意味でも支援課に戻ってきてもらって続きが見たい気がするね。
先輩、ワジ君。
ティオ、何の話だ。
まあロイドさんもまだまだ未熟ということかと。
ダメ出しされた。
I'm so glad they allowed our pet wolf at the restaurant.
ってもう朝かよ。はあ、確かあの店動力ネットを試験導入するとか言ってたよな。あれなんだこのゴミみたいなデータ。いやデータじゃないのか。構想体。いやそれよりもはるかに。なんだよ。
Oh, he blue screened of death. Okay, so we've jumped ahead 2 days. So I guess Noelle's just gone now. We don't know what's happened to Diona. They held the referendum without incident, I guess. We're just going to find out the results. Okay. 90% of people voted. 70% of which, so of the 90 people who voted, 70% wanted independence. Our voter turnout can be attributed to the anguish inflicted by the raid on Crossbell City. Many voters suspect that the attacks have been perpetrated by the Empire Republic. Such the result would be a reflection of the average Crossbellan's frustration with the status quo. Yay, audio. The referendum was designed to gauge the opinion of the average Crossbellan. After the ballots were counted, however, something exceptional occurred. In spite of the admonitions of many Diet members, Mayor Crois chose to discard all and declare independence unilaterally. Unprecedented move will doubtlessly have major ramifications on Crossbell's relations with its surrounding countries. In light of this development, we would like to stress that our publication is committed to reporting information as accurately as we can within our capabilities. At a press conference yesterday, Mayor Crois declared independence on behalf of Crossbell citizenry, what he termed as an official international proclamation, and moved that the land be known as the independent state of Crossbell thereafter. Mayor Crois then outlined his upcoming reforms aimed at cementing Crossbell as an independent nation. First, the creation of a state constitution. Next, the abolition of the state's subservient relationship with Erebonian Calvard, including a repeal of the 10% revenue tax collected by these nations. Finally, the formation of the Crossbell Defense Force. This organization will unify police and CGF assuming their respective responsibilities of keeping the peace and maintaining national security. Following these announcements, Mayor Crois said that the state government, soon to be the independent state government, would be enacting these changes within the next month. The declaration itself, even those well-versed in politics, were taken off guard by the abrupt move, calling it an unusually swift development. Apparently, the mayor went against the cautious advice of Speaker McDowell in pursuit of this decision, maybe sometime before all facets of this unprecedented declaration are elucidated. Both imperial and republican governments, the current Caesarians of Crossbell, issued statements on the day of the declaration rejecting the bid for independence. The land of Crossbell State has a historical basis as part of the Republic's territory. The Republican administration proclaimed, rebuking the declaration as a matter of course. Queen Alicia II of Liberal weighed in, saying that while the will of the populace should be respected, the Declaration of Independence itself was greatly premature. The Principality of Ramafuria, who has requested confirmation on the situation, is expected to issue a similar statement. Meanwhile, the Holy City of Arteria has opted against any formal statement. The nation is not made in a single day, said a bewildered PR staffer. We promise bigger robot appendages? Bigger or more, or both? Despite the widespread uproar caused by the sudden announcement, many citizens are welcoming the change with open arms. Others aren't quite so eager. I thought the referendum was just to gauge interest, one resident tells us. It's the only reason I voted in favor. The prevailing theme throughout the entire story is ubiquitous confusion felt by everyone involved. More was the other party's argument. That said, if Crossbell truly set on independence, then this may be only be the beginning of the troubles our fair state will face. Today, Mayor Crois held an emergency press conference at Orcus Tower to announce that all foreign assets held by the IBC would be frozen. This policy will remain in place until Crossbell's independence is acknowledged internationally. The sudden declaration seems to indicate that the mayor, who also happens to be the IBC CEO, is willing to exert his influence on foreign economies despite lacking the domestic authority to do so. Due to the sudden nature of Crois' press conference, further details remain unknown. Before funds were seized, the IBC managed the majority of the continent's financial assets. Sudden withholding of said assets has caused markets across the area to plummet, some reports describing mass pandemonium in the Republican Stock Exchange. Reach out to experts for comment. Already the impact on the international economy has been immense, explained one economist. It's difficult to tell how things will progress. A diplomat had this to say. Can someone just do quote and see what the diplomat had to say? Because I want to know what they had to say. Oh, they found out that Facebook was actually their landlord. That's why we're rebelling. We don't want Facebook to be our landlord anymore. We want to be certain we understand the full extent of this freeze before taking further actions. According to the news report, both Erebonia and Calvert have held press conferences regarding the financial crisis. The Republican government demands that Crossbell State and the IBC revoke the freeze immediately. Failure to do so will be met with force, stated the Calvardian press secretary. Our sources claim that the imperial government has already begun mobilizing its army as well. Also, these press conferences are meant to serve as an ultimatum. We'll follow up on the story as we receive official communications.
正直考えられないくらいの展開の速さだわ。おじい様にも確認しようと思ったのだけど、昨日から連絡がつかないし。
課長も朝早くに本部に出かけたきり帰ってきませんね。国防軍という組織について確認しに行ったんでしょうか。
ああ、正直寝耳に水だからな。俺たちだけじゃなくて警察上層部も同じらしいけど。
おいおい、さすがにそりゃおかしいだろう。ノエルやミレイユたちの方はどうしてんだ。
現在警備隊方面とは連絡がつかなくなっていますね。おそらく問い合わせが多すぎて情報を遮断しているのではないかと。
無理もないわ。この資産凍結にしても帝国や共和国が黙っているはずがないし。
実力行使も辞さない。国境方面が心配だな。
大
ごめん。
変
変なことが起きてるのはキーヤにだってわかるし、それよりワジ朝から見かけないね。
ああ、そういう。
ワジさんなら野暮用で出かけるって言ってました。課長が出た後だったと思います。
そうなのか。
もうこんな時にちょっと感心しないわね。こんな時に。
誰だ？
はい、どちら様ですか？
よかったいてくれたみたいね。私をセシルだけど。
セシルね。
セシルだ。
セシルさん、どうなさったんですか？
ここに来てくれるなんて珍しいっすね。
ごめんなさい、いきなり訪ねてしまって。アリオスさんとか。
I don't know, the past like 2 days have just been a text summary.
アリオさん
来ていませんが。
それが昨べ夜遅くに病院に来てしずくちゃんを連れて行ったの。その場で退院の手続きもしてしまって。
それって。
Planning to leave
し
Crossbell.
ずくが。それでどういう事情なのか確かめに来たのだけど、ギルドのミシェルさんも全く心当たりがないみたいで、それで念のためあなたたちのところも訪ねてみたの。
そうだったのか。
あのおっさん、なんだってそんなことを。
夜遅くというのも普通ではない気がします。
と
エニグマじゃねえってことは課長じゃ。
まさかアリオスさん関係とか。
はい、こちらクロスベル系。
よかった、ロイド君そこにいたのね。
通話設定はスピーカーになっていたみたいで。この声、グレイスさん？
そうみてえだな。
グレイスさん。
どうしたもこうしたもあなたたちにも教えとこうと思って。さっきオルキスタワーからとんでもない通達があったのよ。どうやらディーター市長がクロスベル独立国の初代大統領に就任したらしいわ。
初代大統領っておじさまが？
おいおい、何の冗談だよそりゃ。
私だってさ。でもその通達をしてきたのが白い軍服を着た兵士で、発表されたばかりの国防軍って名乗ったわよ。
兵士ってことは。
ええ、多分警備隊のメンバーなんでしょうけど、それと驚かないでね。就任直後にディーター大統領が国防長官の任命を行ったの。それもアリオスさんに。
それってアリオス。
ちょうどこれから大統領の就任演説が始まるらしい。動力ネットでも配信するみたいだから、よかったら見ておきなさい。
グレイ先輩、なんとか取材許可が下りました。
よっしゃ、レインズくんでかしたわ。ごめん、これから就任演説の取材なの。それじゃあまたね。
今のは本当なの？
わからないけど、アリオスさんが
長官ということは国防軍のトップ。
ありえねえだろ。遊撃士の肩書きはどうすんだ。ディーターのおっさんが大統領ってのも唐突すぎるし。
とにかく端末で就任演説を見てみましょう。
That crystal clear screen we've got here. No, Arius is there.
皆さん、ごきげんよう。この度、クロスベル独立国
There you go, Sam.
初代大統
You
領
have to
に
do the
就
next
任した
logical location
デ
only
ィータ
to
ー・
make
クロ
people
イスで
click.
あります。 未曾有の危機が迫っています。正義を踏みにじり我々の尊厳を奪い取ろうとするその意志はつい先日もこのクロスベルを恐怖と悲しみのどん底に叩き落としました。聡明な市民諸君ならばうすうす気づかれていると思いますが、私はあえて今日この場でその勢力を名指しで弾劾しましょう。エレボニア帝国政府。もちろんお気づきの通り邪悪な意志は一つではありません。
Cat, what are you trying? Oh, there he goes.
カルバード共和国政府、狡猾な犯罪組織と手を結んでいた彼らもまたクロスベルの平和と尊厳を踏みにじろうとしているのです。彼らは長年にわたりこのクロスベル自分たちの属州として扱ってきました。彼らがどんな犯罪を犯しても我々に追及する権利はありません。そして今もなお豊かな税収をかすめ取られる形でですが、それだけではありません。我々は生命の危険すら脅かされてきたのです。この地が彼らの覇権をめぐる争いの場であったことは皆さんもよくご存知でしょう。あくまで昔の話。いいえ、とんでもありません。近年幾度となく起きていた不可解で謎めいた事故、それは爆発事故であったり飛行船の落下事故であったりと。だが我々はどこかで気づいていたはずだ。原因不明で泣き寝入りするしかなかったそれらの事故が彼ら暗闘の
Or
結果であ
character
る
array.
ことを。
That's. You could put it in the comment. In the comment block.
その意味で我々は等しくエイドスの前に罪を背負っている。欺瞞と
In a README doc.
それがその罪の名であろう。過去犠牲になった魂に報いるためにも、そして先日の襲撃によって傷ついた人々に報いるためにも、我々の子供たちに今こそ我々は欺瞞と強打を捨て誇りと勇気を持って立ち上がらなくてはならない。
むちゃくちゃだがピーター君、
そのために私は今日大統領という立場に就かせていただくこととなった。無論これはあくまで迫り来る危機に対処するための暫定的な処置に過ぎない。いずれ平和を取り戻した暁には選挙という形で民意に問うことをこの場でお約束させていただく。そしてもう一人、諸君もよく知るこの人物が。ご紹介しよう。先のクロスベル市襲撃において獅子奮迅の働きでオルキスタワーを死守してくれた人物、風の剣聖の名で知られる遊撃士教会クロスベル支部に所属していた元クロスベル国防軍司令長官アリオス・マクレイン君だ。
ご紹介に預かった未だ若輩者ゆえ不安に感じられる方々もいらっしゃるかもしれません。ですが遊撃士の時以上の働きでいかなる脅威も退けることをお約束しましょう。 クロスベルを守り抜く盾として、そして正義と平和を脅かす。
実はアリオス長官はかつては優秀な捜査官としてクロスベル警察にも所属していた。そしてギルドではご存知のように国際的な案件を数多く解決してきた。その意味で決して見当外れな人事ではないということを。
お父さん、どうして？
The Irish Watcher. Sounds like a serial killer.
はい、ロイ。
俺
課長。
当然見ていた。ま、是非はともかく警備隊は国防軍として俺たち警察もその一部として組み込まれることが決定。
そんなひょっとしてソーニャ司令も。
映像に映ってただろう。ま、了承した。どうなるかわからんが、今はオルキスタワーには近づく。国防軍の兵士たちが厳重に警備して
了解しました。
また連絡する。
So I guess Noel can come back because we're now all the same defense force.
課長はなんと？
ああ、国防軍だけど。
ソーニャ司令があっち側に回ったのかよ。
まあ立場からすると仕方のないことかと。
アリオスさん。
そうですね。あんな立場になってしまったらしずくちゃんにも影響が。
反対派に狙われる可能性とか出てくるかもしれねえ。
この状況ですと。
キーヤ、大丈夫だ。しずくちゃんに危険が及ばないよ。アリオス。
キーヤちゃん。
セシルね、悪いんだけどちょっと留守番を頼めないかな。
ライド？ええ、夕方までなら大丈夫だ
Is
と
your
思う
wine
けど。
cellar where you keep your pickled potatoes?
どこかに出かけるの？
ああ。なあみんな。
We're going to Orcus Tower, the one place he just told us
とりあえ
not
ず
to go.
ギルドを訪ねてみないか。
それもそうね。
If you had a wine cellar or if you had pickled potatoes?
確かにアリオスさんの件は事情をお聞きしたいです。
だな。さすがに寝耳に水だぜ。
わかったわ。キーヤちゃんと一緒にここで留守番しているから。大変な状況みたいだけど無茶だけはしないこと。
ああ、わかってる。
Dang it, that's what I should have named the lighthouse. It should have been like Frederick Longerbeam.
セシルさん。
それではお願いします。キーヤ、セシルさんと一緒にいい子でお留守番しててください。
The seal is not doing a very good job.
キーヤ。お。
キーヤ、どうしたの？
確かに色々起きてるが心配することはねえんだぞ。
大丈夫だ、キーヤ。確かにこの先クロスベルがどうなるかわからない状況だ
Kid,
け
just don't do that thing where you shine blue and call people and promise them that you're going to like do something
ど、
drastic.
俺たちがいつだってキーヤの元に帰ってくるのは。
ライド。そうですね。
前に俺たちが出かけた時もちゃんと帰ってきただろ。
だからキーヤちゃん、安心して待っててちょうだい。エリー、ティ
Except for Wazoo and Noel, they don't care about you. They're not here. I'm assuming... Oh, there is a quest, haha. Boy, we can't play that treasure chest. Alright. Let's go do that quest. That would have been easy to miss. Did it say where in here? No, it's just somewhere in here. Let's go the long way and double back. Let's go bother Yona. Oh, it's like right here. Let's go bother Yona first anyways. What are you doing? Come, I've been looking into it. Figured out an analysis, so I guess I got too into it. Feel yourselves lucky to witness this great genius at work. At the speech, I mean, Crois naming himself president. Yeah, I managed to tune in using the terminal, but honestly, I don't really care one way or another. Mr. Den from Beta, I'm in the middle. Dang it, Yona. Oh, what's this? It's a note with a simple recipe attached to the pizza box. Okay, we can now make a pizza. I'm glad I didn't go all the way through this whole dungeon. Maybe we should have just left this monster here and Yona can just kind of fend for himself. Water is the best one, okay. Let's deal that critical. Its barrier. Dang it, too slow. I know you have res. You also have good heal, actually. Better healing than our caster.
任せてくれ。
行くぜ。
私の番ね。
Really missed getting rid of the guard.
せいは
行くぜ。
さてドライブ開始。や
任せてくれ。
おっしゃ。
Yeah, let's get rid of the barrier.
私の番です。ドライブ開始。
私の番ね。
行くぞ。
行くぜ。
や
行くぞ。
行きます。リカバーで大丈夫。
おっしゃ。
行くぞ。
私の番
You
です。
keep using deflection barrier now. That's good for me. It's just wasting your turn.
任せろ。
任せてくれ。
俺の番だ。この調子で行くぞ。
Shackle. What does that do? That sounds cool. Enemies attacked on the field are slowed. Well, you don't need the range. Maybe. Let's do that. That does sound good. That essentially means that we can do more crap when we hit them in the field first and get the advantage. Now that I think about it, we're basically doing that already and destroying them. Maybe, actually maybe not. Now, the more I'm thinking about it, the more it's not gonna best. We are at the point now where you can be building some pretty OP stuff. You can be building evasion tanks. From what I saw, I think Lloyd and Wazi are the best evasion tanks. So we've got evade 20% on you. But you can also equip weapons and armor that would help with that. Let's have an idea. Sure, let's do that one instead. Alright, let's get in one round of pom-pom party. Chain that, that'll chain really well. Curious if we can win without, like, doing anything else. So that might be like an achievement. Oh. Not a good move. Fine by me. If I defended instead of attacked there, I think we would have stayed.
Yosh, iku ka. Yosh, iku ka.
Still haven't gotten to that treasure chest, huh? Geofront exit for sure there. Alright, let's go see if we can get any new weapons and stuff. Yeah. There's some things that maybe could be better with dropping some other stats a little bit. Let's check ornament stuff. Sure. Are new ones, it looks like. Oh, heck yeah. We're gonna buy some of these, waste our entire police savings on. What's her current one? I like the green better. Except the cow print one. Oh, that one's cool. Gosh, Randy. Okay. It's the only one left that we don't have this one. I think. Fine. Alright. We did everything there. I think unfortunately your Masha and Konami came in the middle of the the cutscenes as I was buying stuff. Just remember, improving your wheels and your lighting are just cosmetic upgrades. So you're asking what's the most expensive thing we can probably buy? Probably these paintworks now. So you can either have Ellie or Tio on our car. That's probably the most expensive things left. Controller is being a little bit wonky today, though. Seems like it's hitting like left or right when I'm trying to go like up down, and that's why it's like jumping to the bottom. Yeah, bracer skilled.
ごめんください。
Pardon us in my head.
あなたたち。いや、ロイドたち。
Beyond the Paradise of Lies is the name of this track. Probably we're not in for a good time.
やれやれ。揃いも揃ってしけた面並べてんな。
余計なお世話だ。とまあ否定はせん。
よりにもよってなんでアリオスさんが
Yeah, I wonder if the controller's got like a little bit of drift or something, or the cable's a little bit
耳
loose.
に水すぎるよ。
本当にそんな気配は全然なかったものね。強いて言うならオルキスタワーを訪れることが最近多かったくらいかしら。
そうね。あくまで今後のギルドの対応を協議しに行ってたはずだけど、まさかこんな段取りを話し合っていたなんて。
実はそのあたりをお聞きしたくて来たんです。
I hope it's okay, because I mean the controller's reasonably new and like not damaged any other way.
アリオスさんはまだギルドに所属してるんですか？
昨夜いきなり辞表を出して遊撃士のエンブレムを返してきたわ。持っていた仕事は全部片付けて、今後の対応策も出してくれたのはいかにも彼らしいけど。
そうだったんですか。確かにアリオスさんらしい几帳面さですね。
だがこのように唐突に辞めるのはさすがに問題だろう。しかもクロスベル独立国の国防軍の長官。
こう言ってはなんだけどエレボニアの反応が怖いわね。資産凍結なんていう脅迫すらしてしまっている状態だし。
そうだね。共和国の反応も怖いな。
だがアリオスさんの気持ちも理解できないわけじゃない。
スコット、
どういうこと？
俺もアリオスさんと同じクロスベル市の出身だが、確かに演説にもあったような原因不明の不可解な事故は年に 1,2 回は起きていたんだ。本当のことはわからないけど、皆帝国か共和国絡みで起きたことだとはうすうす。
それ
まあここ最近はそうした事故は起きてないが、5年前アリオスさんの奥さんとしずくちゃんが巻き込まれた事故が最後と言えるかもしれない。
ひょっとして
5年前に表通りで起きた。当初はオーバルエンジンの暴走と可燃性の積み荷が原因とされたけど、そしてその事故に巻き込まれて。
そういう顛末だったのかよ。
断片的な情報はある程度は聞いていましたが。
それでアリオスさんは警察を辞めてギルドに移って。
私もアリオスとはその後からの付き合いだけど、彼一言も言わなかったけどずっと引っかかってたんでしょうね。そう考えると今回の大役を引き受けたのも
ミシェルさん、失礼は承知で尋ねますが、アリオスさんのスケジュールで。
ロイド君、
国防軍の司令いきなり引き受けるにはあまりに重すぎる役目だと思い、多分ビータ市長、いや大統領との間で、それも最近ではなく
ミシェル、
まさか本当なの？
確かに行き先など報告と食い違っていることはたまにあれだけ仕事を抱えてたら当然だとは思ってたけど、考えてみればアリオスが報告を間違うなんて
それじゃあそうした時間にディーター市長とコンタクト。
その可能性は考えられるかもしれない。ロイド君、さすがね。怖いくらいの洞察力だわ。
いえ、失礼なことを言ってすみません。失礼ついでにお聞きしますけど、そうしたアリオスさんの行き先や半年以上前で覚えはありませんか？
半年以上まだディーターさんが市長にもなっていませんが。
でも
あれ、
創立記念祭の最終日よ。彼仕事でレミフェリアに出張することになってたんだけど、それを急遽キャンセルしたのを報告し損なってたのよ。 後で気づいて聞いてみたら忙しくて報告し損な。何か
まああの記念祭は殺人的な忙しさだったし、
報告に齟齬があったとしても
記念祭の最終日といえばあれがありましたけど。
それがどうつながってるんだ？
わからない。でも何かつながりそうな気がする。今まで俺たちが忙しさのあまり見過ごしていた点と点が。
Is Lloyd implicating Arios in Kia's kidnapping?
すみません、失礼します。
And I like the fact that closed caption calls him Oreos.
はい、こちらクロスベル系。
クロスベル国防軍特務支援課の町。
あなたは
さて私は誰でしょう？正解された方には漏れなく
くだらないクイズは結構です。一体どの面を下げて。
やれやれ、嫌われたもんだな。派手なことになってるみたいだが、ちょっと会って話せないか。ま、損はさせないと思うぜ。
わかりました。
クリムゾン商会、いや、あそこの会長室にするか。
地下のあそこですか？
そんじゃ。
もしかして行方不明のザオ氏とか？そういえばこの前。
そうだったのか。
いや、帝国軍のレクター大尉だ。
あの人またクロスベルに来ていたんですか？
確かにどの面下げてって感じだな。
どうやら旧ルバーチ商会で赤い星座とのつながりを考えるととても油断はできないけど。
虎穴にいらずんば、準備だけは万全にした方が良さそうね。
あなたたちも大変そうね。
どうやら面倒な相手とやり合うみたいだな。
諜報局のアランドールか。恐ろしく厄介な若造らしいが。
厳しそうなら助立ちするから遠慮なく言ってよ。
そうね、湿地帯での借りもあるし。ありがとうございます。手に負えなさそうだったら。
We upgraded and bought everything. So, guess we just had. Is there any new stuff here for us to buy? There's a music box in Ellie's room. Let's go see that. I don't think so. Next question. Do I have enough money to buy it? No. Time to go sell everything we own. Okay. He's riling up the citizens. Yeah, he's definitely gotten everyone riled up. Actually, can we even get in? Station guys from the city up from the tower, not just a few. Okay. Hey, Randy. Yo, Carter. Didn't even recognize you there, all decked in white. Transfer to you from Bellegarde. Move some of us from the border gate to guard the president's address. Logan's patrolling somewhere here too. Cool. It's one of Randy's colleagues, right? Yes, I believe they were friends during his time at the CGF. Things have been pretty hectic since it all went down. Fresno were all pretty surprised when we were told to put on these new uniforms. I mean, we had no idea this was coming down the pipes either. Looking pretty sleek though. Looks like this has all been in the works for a while. Pretty sure the president's been looking forward to this day. Defense Force is hoping to get some equipment upgrades too, so we gotta buckle down and prove we deserve it. Defense Force soldiers seem to be in favor of this turn of events. CGF always lacking most armed forces would have. It's natural for them to welcome change. Right, because you haven't heard the Defense Force is shaking up the structure of command to be more like other armies. All current ranks are carrying over, but our day-to-day operations are going to be a lot stricter like a proper military. They were pretty lax about using ranks back in the day, but I don't think that would fly now. Yeah, thanks for heads up. Muriel gave me an 8-year-old for not calling her second lieutenant. But I already haven't been, because some things never change. I don't think you have to worry about that anymore. So that's most of me. Ranks are carrying over, so she'd still be a second lieutenant. Not what I mean. You know, Randy, Muriel. Carter, watch what you say to outsiders. But I thought we were merging the police and the Defense Force, which would also make us part of the Defense Force. Sorry, Randy, I'll have to give you the details some other time. I'm guessing she's no longer part of the military. What's going on, but my bad, didn't mean to get you chewed out. Police can be folded into the Defense Force, so I'll be wearing the same uniform again. Oof, that's one more thing to worry about. Well, at least our... Okay, we're getting all cutscenes everywhere. The Special Sports section. You've heard by now the city's being restructured into a branch of the Crossbell Defense Force. Currently, a meeting taking place on the second floor to outline the system of each of the section chiefs. That you return to your base of operations and remain there until instructions arrive. Okay. Can I eat your cake? I cannot eat their cake. Well, they got this place fixed up pretty nice, like considering it was bombed, what, like 2 weeks ago? What about... land for sale? Race. Okay. You're gonna cover the story, question the Defense Force, squeeze details out, hear what citizens have to say. Foreign press. And all the place I expected. Oh, and we got heavier military presence around the city in general, it looks like. What about in... downtown hasn't really been fixed up at all. Ma'am, I think that bench is broken. I'm not sure if you should be sitting on it. Okay, you can see the little signs of construction, like they're fixing the roof on this and the siding inside down there. So some stuff's starting to be rebuilt. Yeah, even I don't always load to the title screen because it has an option of when you boot it up, just load your last save, which is usually what I do because it's pretty convenient. Unless I know I saved like right before a cutscene, because I never remember I think sometimes it'll auto start the cutscene, and I don't want to do that. But the title screen background changes as you play the game, as like new events come through. So I wouldn't be surprised if now it's something like President Crois' like a dress or something like that. Or that like Noel and Wazir are now taken off the main page because they're no longer part of the party. Make your little, yeah, your little cyclone. What was I going? All right, we were gonna sell stuff and then buy that music box. Is it you I can sell things through? I have to go through the store. I don't remember. Did it change like the background to show what level you'd last unlocked? Where was that? Oh, that was in Imelda's. Oh, I could have just exchanged here. Okay, that's pretty cool. And like that's such an easy thing to do. They're already gonna have like concept art and that kind of stuff. Like even if it's just like the one that shows like the preview of the level. Like that's such an easy little thing to do. Okay. All our stuff's boxed up. Wait, did I already have the music box? 'Cause it's not letting me place it anywhere. But I don't see it. 'Cause you can. Is this supposed to be it? Because you can examine it usually, like I can with the mirror here. Dang it, game. I think it's this right here. It just doesn't let me examine it. Fresh copies.
もう誰もいないみたいだな。
警察でも施錠だけして放置していたはずですが。
わざわざ呼びつけたってことはピッキングでもしやがったか。
とにかく入ってみましょう。どうやら先に来ているみたいですね。
ああ、慎重に降りてみよう。
I love how they just like left this like hidden entrance fully open. Actually, can we explore a little bit? No. We can't go past the police do not cross stage. I think that is where I'll call it for tonight.